Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause as we welcome Mr. Kola Oyeneyin.
I want you to imagine it's 2030. You wake up in the city of your dreams, doing the work you love, with people who inspire you, and earning more than you thought possible. Just imagine 2030, just 5 years from now. Now, I want you to also imagine the opposite. It's 2030, and the opportunities you wanted have passed by. Someone younger, hungrier, and better prepared is doing what you once dreamed of. And here's the truth. The future doesn't arrive slowly, guys. It shows up suddenly. I know exactly where I was at the age of 18. I still remember vividly what I did. I remember what I did at 25. I remember some of the things I did at 30. And while I'm still very young, at 44, I look back and I wonder, my goodness, where did 20 years go? And some of the people on the table in front of me are nodding along as well. They too are wondering how quickly time went. Now, you have a great platform here. This platform is an opportunity to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Now, in my case, wondering where 20 years ago is not out of regret. In fact, I think that I packed so much into my last 20 years that if I look back, I don't think there's anything left that I should have done that I didn't do. And that's what I want to challenge you to have as a mindset. In 2030, over 85 jobs will be in the fields that don't exist today, just in 5 years. And this is data backed up by UN, backed up by World Economic Forum. Technology that used to take a decade to change now evolves in months. It took, let me give an example. It took Microsoft about 17 years to become a billion-dollar company. It took ChatGPT, OpenAI, 30 days to be a $12 billion company. Just think about that for a minute. There was a time when my daughter was speaking to me recently. She's 6 years old. We were going for a walk. And she was telling me something, and I said I didn't believe her. It was something, when kids imagine things. And she said, Daddy, ask ChatGPT. She's 6, and she told me to ask ChatGPT. There was a time that somebody would say, Google it. Do you remember that time? About just last year. So between 2024 and 2025, we have a generation that will delete a verb from their vocabulary, which is Google it, to just ChatGPT it or ask ChatGPT in 1 year. And it took us about 24 years to get to people saying Google it. Are you following me? There are decades when nothing happens. Decades. And then there are centuries when nothing happens. And then there are decades when centuries happen within a decade. We are in that decade right now, between now and 2030 and 2035. Now, what is the mind shift that you need to have? Number one is to go from thinking from a consumer to being a creator. Everybody that you saw come up here, they've gone up from thinking, consuming, to creating. Go from being a local person to being a global person. Your address might be Lagos, Accra, Nairobi, Abuja, but your market is the world. Your university might be UI, Ife, or you might even not be out of secondary school yet. But your relationships must be global, even from university. At least one of you must have one friend that you're connected with who you don't know, you haven't met yet, somewhere outside of Nigeria. How do you find them? LinkedIn. Package yourself enough. Take a good, and when I'm giving remarks and I know the keynotes, forget what it is called. I want to try and make it practical so that Monday morning you can leave here and go and do it. Get somebody to take a high quality picture of you. It's called headshot. Put that headshot, not the one that is making you like Yahoo boy or Ron's lady. Good headshot. Upload it and change your LinkedIn profile with a proper headshot and write a short profile of yourself, just one paragraph or 2 paragraphs. It will do 3 things for you. It will connect with serious people who are looking for serious people. Secondly, it gives an opportunity for internship. 80% of the people that end up interning with us or apply to intern with us have not finished university. How do we know and like them? From the video that they do when they are applying and from the pictures that they have online. Clean up your online platform. And then number 3, what it does for you is that then use it to begin to reach out to people who are interested in what you are interested in. And so that takes you from being local to being global. Then think from security to adaptivity. The only job security now is skill security. That's why Elizabeth won. Because her project can start tomorrow. I mean, as much as we love the other products, it will take time to build and develop. She can start to train us tomorrow. Do you agree with me? Because skills don't expire if they are renewed again and again. There was a time that at my age, the day I learned about cryptocurrency, I decided that I am going to know everything about digital currency and the future of money. Not because I was in finance. There are many people in finance who are completely oblivious to everything that is going on in that space. Until this year, when the US president signed the Genius Act into law. The Genius Act is essentially the US's signal about where the world is going around the future of money. So a unit or a sector that the whole world thought that this is for money laundering and this is for dark money and this is for, Bitcoin is unreal. All of a sudden, the president came in and stamped it. And all of a sudden, the entire Wall Street is now running after Ethereum. Some of the things that we held when they were in $1, $2, they are now $30,000. They are now Bitcoin. Some of us bought it at $5,000, $3,000, and they are now it's now about $115,000 just by holding it for 7, 8, 10 years. What am I trying to say? There are skills that you need to build, that you must build and build it now. As I begin to wrap up, self-awareness will be very important. Collaboration, lifelong learning, extremely important for you. Mentorship, what you are here for, what is happening here right now, is mentorship and is extremely important. Now, let me now go to how do you stand out and lead. Number 1 is clarity of identity and purpose. Who are you? When you walk into the room, who should people think has walked into the room? Say to people every single time, I am KO, I'm not anybody else. And my values are my values, my losses are my losses, my loyalties are my loyalties. You must define yours. Innovation and solution-oriented. I love the fact that we did a pitch here. You saw it live. You're a global citizen even though you're living locally. Think global. And then ethical leadership. So ladies and gentlemen, as I leave you with this picture, the train to the future is boarding. The tickets are free, but the seats are limited. Not everyone will be permitted to get on. The people who get on it are not the ones who shout the loudest or have the fanciest titles, but those who are prepared before we leave. I believe this generation is not weak, lazy, or entitled. I believe you're capable, creative, and courageous. I believe that if you start now, if you cultivate the mindset, skills, and values we've discussed and have highlighted now, the future will not just happen to you, the future will happen through you and for you. So when the future calls, here is my question. Will you be ready? I didn't hear your answer. There are 4 revolutions that will happen over the next few years. I call them the 4 R's. Those 4 R's are extremely important. They will change you, they will change your life, and they will change your thoughts. That I leave with you as a concept that you must abide by and take forward from today. The first R, or let me just highlight the last R, which is already happening right now. You mentioned it earlier on. Artificial intelligence. I don't think we're prepared for what is about to hit us. The day some of you will know what has actually happened AI-wise, the day you see a video of yourself online, speaking exactly like you, wearing your clothes that people know that you have, your expressions, everything is exactly the same. And you will do everything you can to deny that it is not you. But everybody will say that you are lying because it is you. That future is not in 2030. It has already started now. I wish you well. Thank you very much for having me again. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you again.